Statistics from the Journal of Veterinary Behavior are shocking. 40% of owners give up their dogs in the very first year simply because the social media image didn't match reality. Today we're breaking down 6 trap breeds that everyone wants for their looks, and we'll show you who you actually need for a comfortable life based on genetic profiles and ethological data. But before we get to the list, here is a critically important tip for those choosing a puppy right now who want to predict its character for the next 10 years. Perform the social attraction test. Step back a few meters from the litter, crouch down, and clap your hands. The puppy that runs to you first with its tail up will be confident and easy to train, while the one that crawls on bent legs or stays aside has an 80% chance of growing into an anxious dog prone to fear and aggression. This simple action, confirmed by Campbell tests, will save you hundreds of hours with a dog trainer. However, choosing the right temperament is only the first step. The true diamond among urban breeds awaits you at the very end of the video. Write in the comments right now, what breed has always been your dream, and what exactly is stopping you from buying it? The first and most widespread trap on our list is the Husky versus the Labrador. Most potential owners only see the Husky's incredible wolf-like appearance and mystical blue eyes, imagining picturesque walks in the park. But the scientific reality described in applied animal behavior science says otherwise. The Siberian Husky is a high-energy endurance athlete with an extremely low innate desire to please humans. Their genome contains a need to run up to 40 kilometers a day. Without this load, their brain begins to literally destroy your apartment, turning sofas into dust out of boredom and excess cortisol. To compensate for this drive, you'd have to turn your life into an endless marathon. Meanwhile, the Labrador or Golden Retriever possesses a genetically anchored orientation toward the owner. An interesting study in the journal Cell Metabolism identified a specific mutation in the POMC gene in Labradors that makes them eternally hungry, and for an owner, this is the ultimate trump card. For a piece of food, a Labrador will learn any command 10 times faster and more willingly than a Husky will for the most sincere praise, providing you with the same activity but in a predictable and safe format. The second classic mistake driven by fashion is the French Bulldog versus the Boston Terrier. The Frenchie seems like the perfect compact dog, but a major article in the Journal of the American Veterinary Medical Association places them in an extremely high-risk group for brachycephalic obstructive airway syndrome, BOS. Narrow nostrils and an elongated soft palate make any walk in heat above 25 degrees Celsius potentially fatal, turning your life into endless bills for airway expansion surgeries. The Boston Terrier, while visually similar, possesses a slightly longer muzzle, which strategically reduces the risk of respiratory issues. Bostons maintain that same convenient apartment size but have a much more athletic build and enviable intelligence, making them ideal travel partners, whereas a French Bulldog may start gasping for air after just 10 minutes of active play. By the way, if you appreciate this scientific approach to choosing a four-legged friend, be sure to subscribe to our channel right now. We dissect animal psychology and health every week through real research to ensure your life with your pet is intentional. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next video, where we reveal the hidden genetic traps of this year's most overrated breeds. The third disappointment often occurs with the impulsive purchase of a Beagle when what you actually need is a Basset Hound. The Beagle seems like a cheerful Snoopy ready for adventure, but according to studies on hunting behavior, this is a nose on 4 legs. Once a Beagle catches a scent, its hearing physiologically shuts down. This is a specific trait of the hound brain. A Beagle in the city is a dog that is almost impossible to safely let off leash, added to the legendary baying howl audible to all neighbors. Meanwhile, the Basset Hound, possessing the same long-eared aesthetic, is a true champion of laziness. Activity-level studies show that short walks are sufficient for a Basset, and they are 10 times less prone to spontaneous escapes, making them much more compatible with the measured life of an urban dweller. The fourth point concerns the Border Collie versus the English Cocker Spaniel. Many dream of a Border Collie after reading about its genius intelligence, but a study in animal cognition emphasizes a Border Collie's intelligence is a curse for the average owner. Without complex work, this workaholic dog starts hurting your children, cars, or shadows on the wall, developing severe neuroses. The English Cocker Spaniel possesses an equally high level of trainability, but its cognitive abilities are directed towards social interaction rather than herding service. A Spaniel will be genuinely happy just to be near you after a walk, without requiring the skills of a professional Olympic team coach every 15 minutes. The fifth pair is the Akita Inu versus the Shiba Inu. After the movie Hachiko, everyone wants the majestic Akita, not realizing it is a serious dominant predator weighing up to 50 kilograms. Akitas are naturally extremely suspicious of strangers and aggressive toward other dogs. Managing such a beast in a city is a daily physical stress. The Shiba Inu is practically a precise scaled-down version of the Akita with the same independent Japanese character, but weighing under 10 kilograms. Managing the stubbornness of a small dog is 5 times easier and safer for those around you than trying to restrain the lunge of a powerful giant in a narrow hallway. Finally, our undisputed leader is the Greyhound, which is exactly what you need instead of a German Shepherd. You might want a Shepherd for the illusion of protection, but in modern cities they often suffer from hypervigilance and reactivity, viewing every passerby as a threat. The Greyhound, despite being the fastest dog on the planet, requires, according to studies on sighthound metabolism, only 20 minutes of explosive running, after which it falls into a 20-hour deep sleep. They have no undercoat or doggy smell, they almost never bark, and their quiet character makes them ideal apartment residents. They are completely unobtrusive and possess an innate calm that does not require harsh training. When choosing a dog, always remember, you are bringing home a complex set of ancient instincts, not a picture. Only an honest analysis of your rhythm will guarantee a lifelong friendship. Write in the comments, which of these real-world replacements was a revelation for you? Take care of your pets and choose them not with your eyes but with a scientific mind. See you soon.